We are live. It is Sunday, the 29th of January 2017, 8 p.m. UK time. I'm Lindapaige, the founder and managing director of Lindapaige. I'm excited tonight to share with you a key step of the 10 steps to style success that we have building up to. So while we warm up, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes until you get back online. We were here about an hour ago just talking about what we're going to be sharing. This is not recorded, friends, so I hope that those who had scheduled to make it are going to make it. Peggy Mitchell-Miller, you're such a faithful, active member of the Lindapaige community. I absolutely love you. Thank you for always being diligent, for being invested in your wardrobe, for communicating via how you dress. Love you, Peggy. Let's just take a few minutes and let everyone get on. Hi, Sarah. Welcome back. Anne Zagorov, so good to see you, Anne. Yes, thank you so much. You have an inspiring story as well. I'm going to be in Latvia this weekend for the replay of First Steps to Success. I'm hoping maybe I see you there. Rebecca, you're back. Rebecca Rosick, thank you so much for being an active member of the Lindapaige community. I am blown away, friends, that since launching Lindapaige in May 2016, I could have just worked with any kind of women. You know, I really could have gone out there and worked with women, and I've had the option to work with women in personal styling and profiling and image consulting, but I have really prayed and chosen to work with women who have awesome hearts, who have such high caliber and such pure motivation, and I prayed for them, and those are the ones that came forward. Those are the ones who have inspired me, and I get to do this 2 days a week. If we haven't met yet, I am a full-time homeschooling mom. I am a partner and founding member of a global corporate business, and I am the founder of Lindapaige, which is a fashion company we launched just last year. And my story actually with Lindapaige begins with my coach and mentor, Danny Johnson, who challenged my status quo and who was the answer, the leadership answer to when I was on my knees and everything was going wrong. My God sent a woman who looks like that, because if you don't know her, you've got to go to dannyjohnson.com and check out what she looks like. It is no mistake that he gave me her. She is one of my fashion muses. Danny is not someone who's afraid to experiment with her wardrobe and to communicate with her wardrobe. In fact, she uses wardrobe to communicate. This is a woman, a rare woman who understands the power of personal style, the power of communicating through wardrobe. So anyway, so I want to say hi to a few more people. Hi Wendy, good to see you again. Carissa, so good to see you, Carissa. Rachel Elder, hi lovely Rachel, good to see you again. Thank you, Peggy. The red, yes, if anyone knows me, I love red. We're going to be talking about red tonight actually, and I actually have more content coming out on the color red for a reason. Marita from Ireland, Latvian Marita, who now lives in Ireland. If you live in Ireland or if you have friends who live there, Marita Treya is someone you need to find in my Facebook friends or in the Lindapaige community. She has a beautiful florist company. This is an amazing woman that I get to work with. Marita, welcome. Belinda Pierce, so good to see you. Magdalena from London, have a message for you later. Please stay tuned, Magda. Eileen, welcome back. Belinda, always good to see you, my friend. You have got a powerful story in wardrobe, and I hope you've seen your story on our website, and I hope that you are still getting up and dressing up and enjoying putting your best foot forward. Laura Guiderman, lovely Laura, thank you so much for joining us. My daughter Ashley and I are excited. I met Ashley during our closet cull, kind of half closet cull conversation. I've been going into women's wardrobes all around the world via Skype, as you do in today's technological world, and I met the lovely Ashley. Ashley, you're gorgeous, and I believe that God has given you a love for style and for fashion for a reason, so I look forward to getting to know you better. Friends, if you're online, this is not going to be recorded, so I want to encourage you, if there's anyone in your life who you know would who needs to hear this, who needs to learn from this capsule wardrobe session is not going to be recorded for various reasons. One of them is that it's going to be in our lookbook, our fashion toolkit that's coming out later this year. But if you want to go and share this right now onto your timeline, maybe tag a few people who you know can benefit from this, or even well-dressed friends who want to be re-inspired with new ideas, then please go ahead and share this on your timeline right now, because we're going to hit it hard tonight. This is not recorded. The Capsule Wardrobe is for you only, maybe those of your friends who join. I'm going to do the detail, and then in February, in 2 weeks' time, we are culling your closet, and I'm going to set you up for that tonight. Yoren, welcome back, my lovely. You are a role model to me. Yoren, you've got a powerful story. Friends, you need to go to lindapaige.com and look for Yoren, Jourun, on the stories page of our website. It doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, how you feel, how you look. We are all called to arise and shine. And that actually is one of the primary goals here at Lindapaige. Christina Marie Hernandez, you are always faithful and encouraging and an active member here. Thank you, Christina. Karen Perla, so good to see you. Yes, excited that you can join us. So good to have met you and spoken with you a couple of times on Skype, Karen. A real pleasure. Dion Patrum, yes, so good to see you back. Lovely. Fiona Griffiths, my sister. Hey, Fee. So good to see you. Please push a heart or something that I know that is you, because I'm not wearing my glasses. But at least, Fee, welcome, my love. Yes, it is you. Our friends, Fiona Griffiths is my precious, beautiful sister. I have 4. She lives, gosh, a few hours from me here in the UK. Fee, so glad that you can join us, my lovely. Love you, miss you. Okay, friends, so we're going to get straight into it. All right, so what we've been doing these past, I'd say probably 9 months or so since we launched last year, is we've been talking about the 10 steps to style success. This really is about how practically to go about getting up, dressing up, and making sure that your wardrobe serves you, because you're in the fashion business whether you like it or not. So you may as well learn to put your best foot forward. And we believe so firmly in being faithful with our money, because you're talking to a rehabilitated shopaholic here. Anyone who knows me well, my sister Fee, will know that I used to be a shopaholic, and I want to share with you how not to do it. We're not going to do that tonight. But part of what we've been doing is the 10 steps to style success. We've got, stay with us till the end. We have some exciting news to share with you. We've got some people to introduce you to, new people within the Lindapaige community that I'm really excited about. Becky, love you in red. Oh, thank you. You know me, I'm a red girl, Becky. You look good in red too, my friend. I know that. Okay, folks, we're going to get started. So if we haven't met, my name is Lindapaige. I am the founder and the managing director of Lindapaige, which is a fashion company with 3 primary goals at heart that I want to share with you. Number 1 is we want to inspire and equip women to arise and shine for such a time as this. And that looks like a very practical approach to a fashion toolkit and a personal style guide. And there, if you haven't joined us before, please go to our YouTube account and you'll find a whole lot of video workshops on there. Some of our workshops have not been recorded for various reasons, but if you go to YouTube and find Lindapaige, you will find lots of videos free of charge, because I took my awesome coach Danny's advice and I decided to work for free for the first year. Just building beautiful stories with men and women, actually branching out with working with men now as well, which came sooner than I thought, and actually I'm really enjoying that. But so to inspire and equip women to arise and shine for such a time as this. The second goal is to bring women together through the power of dressing up and lifting up. If you have worked in the fashion industry, or if you have not, and you feel that the fashion industry is somewhat exclusive and somewhat demanding and maybe not uplifting, you'd be right. I mean, there are beautiful men and women in the fashion industry, and in fact, it's my view that the original designer, the original fashion designer, you only have to go and read Genesis, Leviticus, Exodus to understand who actually came up with scarlet and blue and purple linen. But the fashion industry, yes, can be a tough place, as can be, the film industry and many industries. Corporate can be a dog-eat-dog world as well. And I have a 20-something year in corporate, and I love corporate actually. But it is to bring men and women together through the power of fashion, through the power of edification. So if real estate is all about location, 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 then fashion for me is about edification, edification, edification. And we just edify wherever we go. Every single day we go out and we compliment at least 3 or 4 people a day, minimum 3 or 4 people a day, because relationship building is so easy through fashion. Fashion is a relationship builder. It's an icebreaker. It really is a powerful communication tool. And then finally, is to put fashion to work for the poor by giving 90% of all our profits when we go commercial on the 1st of May 2017 90% of all our profits for life will be going to an organization called King's Ransom. Go and check them out, kingsransom.org, because here at Lindapaige, we believe in putting our gifts and our talents and our skills and our expertise to a greater good purpose, to putting purpose behind our purchase here in fashion. And so we are building houses, and we've come behind, you know, beautiful organizations like King's Ransom to house and to clothe and to feed the widow, the orphan, the extreme poor, and to get into the ring and fight human trafficking, which is the fastest growing crime in the world. So those are the 3 goals here at Lindapaige if you're new to our community. So let's get straight into it. We have spoken toward the end of last year about 2017 being your catwalk year and what that's going to look like. Hi Mandela, good to see you back. Hello Sevilla, Koblenz, so good to see you online. Kerry, yes, found you, so good to have you back. Kerry Theodis, my beautiful friend. Hey Melissa, hey Jane, Mark, so good to see your beautiful names. I can't see your faces. Jane, so good to see you. I need to get hold of you. You need to have a chat. My friend, I love you. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Mickey Klein, you look amazing. Oh, thank you. If you guys, look, there's just red all around me. I mean, honestly, I believe there's a reason why our blood is red, because it's part of our DNA. Stay tuned for why 29 on the Capsule Wardrobe list is the color red. I want to share it with you. Okay, so how do you make 2017 your catwalk year? If you've missed a bunch of the stuff that we have done already in 2016, just go and find a lot of that content at lindapaige.com. We have worked hard to source and invest in albums and photos and marketing and examples and videos. Our awesome colleague and marketing assistant, Crystal Hilker, has worked really hard to put all those things together. She has got skills that I do not have. And we've put a lot of content together for you to help you to identify your personal style. And it's actually a tool called Gems, which is a DanaJohnson.com copyrighted product that about 3 years ago, in one of her conferences, which is where my life turned around, I just had an aha moment realizing there's a reason why men and women are still confused as to how to best dress themselves. I just don't believe there's one style for all. I just don't believe you should go and buy that striped dress because it looks good on somebody else. And so there is so much to learn through our website and through our videos on YouTube. So I'm going to not be spending any time there, but you have until the 1st of February to shoot me an email, linda@lindapaige.com, by which time, 1 Feb, I'll be stopping consulting to focus on our lookbook, which is a very exciting part of what we're doing. Okay, let's move straight ahead. So how do we do this? The Capsule Wardrobe is how we do this. The Capsule Wardrobe is part of the 10 Steps to Style Success, which you will find on our YouTube account. Probably, if you're new to us, then welcome, and it would serve you well to go and check that out first. In fact, all the way back to March, April, where we started doing wardrobe webinars, and we just in faith just took a step and took a leap and had some incredible stories. Melissa Sykes was our first beautiful, powerful, amazing story. Fabulous full-time mom who now is an entrepreneur in the fashion industry. You need to go and check out her story. Giovanna Owen, I don't know if Giovanna is here. Giovanna's got a lot going on in her life right now. She's got a very exciting season of her life coming up, and she's got a very powerful story that's actually going to be in our book as well. Okay, so the Capsule Wardrobe. What is it? Why do we need a capsule wardrobe? And how do you even go about culling your closet and creating a capsule wardrobe and being faithful with your money and so on? Here's how we do it. So the benefits of a capsule wardrobe. Basically, if you know anything about it, then Susie Foe and even actually Donna Karan in the 70s and 80s, Donna Karan kind of took what Susie Foe came up with as a, you know, if you think about building a house, then think about the foundations and all the structural elements that have to go into place. Well, this is the same for your wardrobe, that your wardrobe has got to serve you. You must have a relationship with it. You must understand it for it to serve you well, to help you to look good and communicate what you want to communicate. So these two amazing women kind of created and then evolved the concept. But basically, a capsule wardrobe is there to provide you with a certain number of staple items in your wardrobe that you can mix and match and rotate to create hundreds of different items. What it will help you to do is, I am a rehabilitated shopaholic, so it's going to prevent you from overspending. We are serious war on dead soldiers here, something we've learned from our coach and mentor, Danny Johnson. I used to spend a lot of money on my wardrobe and be one of those women who just said, I have nothing to wear. And that's nonsense. I worked with an amazing woman recently by the name of Alana Robinson. I don't know if she's here with us today, but hello Ayana, so good to see you. Thank you. But it really is about understanding how to go about it from a practical point of view, how do you cull, and suddenly how do you find all this, the hundreds and hundreds of outfits that Lana has found in her wardrobe. And then you have husbands who are really happy that their wives are not going on yet another shopping spree and are saying, actually, I have got a lot to wear. So benefits of the Capsule Wardrobe, it helps you. This is my heart, is I really want, instead of telling you what to wear, I don't want you to lean on me or other people anymore. And image consulting is actually not what I'm aiming to do at all in the bigger picture. I've done a lot of it. I will still continue in finishing off with some clients soon. But, you know, style is just a skill. And if you're prepared to invest the time, the money, and the effort, then you too can become a style guru in your life. Yes, it comes easier to some people than others, but that's okay. You may play the piano easier. You may sing better. We all have different God-given gifts. But if you, and you think about something in your life that you do really well, whether it's a musical instrument, or whether it's parenting, or whether it's running, or whether it's something in business, think about it. Maybe you bake beautifully. Think about how much time you invest in that, how many recipe books you've read, how many lessons you've been to, think about that. That's why you're good at it. So your wardrobe, your personal style skills are no different. If you just invest the time and the effort and a little bit of money, and in fact, probably spend less money, you can become the style guru in your life knowing what your profile is. And you have got to go to lindapaige.com and check out the GEMS style profile. There is still a crazy, stupid, ridiculous offer from dannyjohnson.com via our website on getting your basic style profile done. If you haven't been there, www.lindapaige.com and go and find the 4 style profiles and get yourself profiled. Okay, so you can influence others. Obviously, it's going to help you to feel and look professional if you need to do so. And it's about style, not fashion. There is a difference. Fashion is what happens out there. It's a great tool. It's what comes out on the runways every season, and it's a great tool please do not become a fashion victim and follow the fashion fads. One absolute thing I do not believe in is buying the it bag or buying the it items. That will confirm that you're a fashion victim. And if that's you, then stay with us, because there's a way to use fashion to inspire your personal style. That's simply what it is. Happy to rotate and mix and match. It's the basis for mixing and matching. It can actually restore the fun factor to dressing up again. Stop stressing about dressing. It should bring you joy. When you do it right, it should bring you freedom and joy. That's why our tagline for Lindapaige is where fashion and freedom collide. What does that mean? Well, fashion, I believe, brings freedom in expression. It brings freedom to budget. It brings freedom in identity, because if you're dressing up to cover up something inside, it's not going to work. I used to do that. It doesn't work. We need to dress up from the inside out. So if you're someone who says, I hate shopping, friend, you're just doing it wrong. Let me help you. Anyway, so let's not go there. Okay, so the objective here is that it's a timeless, interchangeable set of pieces that will prevent excessive buying and save you time. Wouldn't you love to get up in the morning and go to your closet, knowing what's ahead of you that day and knowing exactly what you put on? Stepping out there in about 40, 45 minutes later, with or without your kids or wherever you're going, and feel and look good. Because you are an ambassador for your faith, for yourself, for your marriage, for your children, for your family, for your business. So whether you like it or not, you are sending a message based on what you're wearing. And I want to say this. I've seen a lot of questions and comments. Hello, Nicole Mackay. Stay tuned, because your face is here at the end of this. Nicole Mackay, friends, is someone I'm going to introduce you to in not too long. So hello, Liz saying, so good that you made it, friend. You are lovely. Thank you so much. Alana Robinson Bailey, I was talking about you just now, friend. Good that you made it. So where were we? Gosh, where were we? I lost my train of thought. I lost it. Did someone, was someone listening? Yes, okay, I'm back. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I want to say this. I've seen questions and comments lately about what's wrong with yoga pants. What's wrong? Thank you. What's wrong with, I got a you're awesome from my husband, who is my main wingman here. Thank you. It's so helpful. There's nothing wrong with yoga pants and t-shirts. There's nothing wrong with being in a tracksuit. Now, as long as it's the exception, not the rule. What we're doing here is we're saying, this is my chairman, my chief exec, my boss says, do everything with zest and with zeal. Never be lacking in zeal. And do everything with passion. Do everything as unto the Lord. And arise and shine. And so what that means is, I don't know, how much do you feel like you can shine in your yoga pants and your t-shirt and your messy bun? It's absolutely okay every now and again. It really is. I have those days. You know, I work from home, and I absolutely have learned that if you work from home, boy, after 27 years in corporate, you have got to get up and dress up. Otherwise, if you have a home-based business and you hit that phone in your PJs, and maybe if you've got a little bit, you've got PJs on, I'm telling you what, it comes across on the phone. So if you're an entrepreneur based at home most of the time, you have got to dress up. There's nothing wrong with yoga pants and a t-shirt. It doesn't make you a bad person. I saw someone on Facebook say, the best people I know wear yoga pants and t-shirts. This is nonsense. What we're saying, friend, is that's absolutely fine. If you're getting up and dressing up and putting your best foot forward every day, and if you're presenting yourself in a way that actually is a good ambassadorship for your faith, for your family, for everyone, for your business, for your children, then that's a great job. But every day, you know, we have, anyway, you get the message, right? You get the message. So yoga pants are fine. Just not every day. Just not every day. Okay, so number one of the capsule wardrobe, here we go. We're starting undercover, friends. Let's go straight to the chest, okay? As you can see, I have a saying. You will not believe what I'm going to tell you. I have had a breast reduction. I have said it before. I don't care. It's out there. I really don't. I would not say half the things, 80% of the things I say, if I cared about most people's opinion about me. Yes, I'm blessed in the chest, and I still have this after a breast reduction. Believe it or not. I cannot tell. I have every experience that exists in the world about what big boobs can do to a young girl, to an old woman, to your wardrobe, to everything. So absolutely number one, undercover, is you have to invest in being professionally fitted and getting the right bra. You can have a beautiful wardrobe. This is number one of the capsule wardrobe. Stay with us, because at the end I've summarized it into categories for you. You're welcome to take a photo. Thank you in advance for not sharing this outside of our workshop, because this is for you only. It's not being recorded. Please don't send the list to all and sundry. It's going to be in our book. So this is to honor you because you're attending this workshop. It's for you and your friends. So you have to invest in a good bra. Okay, support your puppies, whether they're small or big. If you're small, then there's such a personal decision. There's so much out there in the way of underwear and bras these days that you can really, you know, make yourself look a lot bigger than you are. If you're the other way around, still like me, I would like to be smaller still. But I have to accept, I've learned to accept my boobs as they are. I really have. And I have to work around it. And so, but the most important thing is to get properly and professionally fitted and to go and get good bras. Doesn't matter how big or small. Remember, your bra size is just a number. I remember going to, where was it, not La Senza, to Layla here in the UK. And they do beautiful, you know, underwear and bras. And this is about 10 years ago. And I turned, and she fitted me, and she said, "You're a 32E. I said, "I'm not a 32E. I had a breast reduction. I will not wear a 32E. And she said, "Honey, it's just a number." She said, "Get over it. Do you want to feel good and look good, or are you going to sweat about, I'm not wearing?" So I thought, oh, okay, no, she's actually right. She was absolutely right. So I actually wear a 32E. I'm quite small around the back. If I wear a D, sometimes a double D I get away with. It's just a number, just like your shoe size, just like whatever it is. So get over the number like I had to do. Get professionally fitted, and here's what you need. You need black, you need nude, and you need white, and you need strapless. So at the bare minimum, you need 4 bras. 1 black, 1 nude, 1 white, and a strapless bra. I have seen huge boobed women wear strapless bras. So if you're saying, I'm too big for that, I'm sorry, I need to see your boobs. And you and I can talk one-on-one. But you need, because for me, shoulders are beautiful and feminine, and in summer especially, or for an evening event, if you wear something beautiful and off shoulder, you mainly see this and you don't see that because you've got something beautiful and billowy on. Big women, yes, can wear boob tube and strapless items. So black, nude, white, and strapless. Excuse me. Okay, so number 2 is the cropped jacket. Here we have our gorgeous Amy Lee, who is one of our precious clients, who has had the most powerful story as well. Please go and check out Lindapaige.com. Be inspired by her. This is a fabulous full-time mom who gave up her career to prioritize. Her and I share that in common, and she's had astounding results. So here's her cute little crop jacket. Doesn't have to be leather, but leather is a great investment. Something like this at Zara is a nude colored leather one that I've got. Here's gorgeous Diane McGuigan, friend of ours from the USA, whose daughter actually was on the XMH beauty team at our fashion shoot in Austin, Texas last year. And I love that berry colored cropped jacket. It really is absolutely gorgeous and very versatile. But if you're not sure, start with a gray or a black or a charcoal, or even a nude. But a charcoal or a black is actually probably the most versatile. At number 3 is the MAC, or what you might call the trench coat. Okay, so nude again I find is the most versatile. If you see one that you like in navy, that can also work, but the nude MAC is just so versatile, and we've had lots of examples of how you can use this. But I'm just going to fly through these items, and if you have any questions, folks, linda@lindapaige.com, or if we've got 5 minutes for Q&A at the end, we might do that. This is Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge here in the UK. She's a Zara girl. If you want to follow her, if you know the gems, she actually's got a great ruby emerald style. Go and check her out. So Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge here in the UK. She's got gorgeous variations of the MAC, the trench coat on, and she actually shops at one of our local high street stores as well. I'm sure she doesn't go in there at the same time as we do, but she's got great style. She really has a very classic, elegant, modern, fresh look. And number 4 is the wool coat. Now, I've shared this lady before. Her name, her website is jayseverydayfashion.com. So J as in H-I-J, Jay's Everyday Fashion. Someone actually, it was last year when someone actually referred her to me and just said, well, take a look. And if you go and check out Jay's Everyday Fashion, she actually has some great practical posts about what to wear with what and where to source them. So go and check her out. But here's the beautiful wool coat. And don't just, knee-jerk response, go for black. Go for red, or go for white, or go for a nude color. But it is, if you live in black, and if you live in grey, and if you live in navy, it is time to branch out. Look at how easily you could have dark skinny jeans on under that, and a black sweater, and a white or a red woolen coat is actually very elegant. Looks beautiful. You just need some lipstick on and you're good to go. Number 5, the black cigarette pants. These can come with or without the pockets, as you can see. This is a Lipsy London example. This is ASOS Online, which actually is a great provider of staple items, I find. Just make sure what you want to have a look at is look at Giovanna here, one of our precious clients. And she's quite short actually, but your cigarette pants don't come, they're not full-length pants. They normally come just above your ankle. And so I find Zara actually provides some great cigarette pants. Next as well, Next UK and Next International online, that's at NEXT, the black cigarette pants. Okay, number 6, we've got the bootleg jeans. So if you don't have any, I'd advise you to go for the dark jeans first, because they just are more versatile, and also they can look smarter than the light jeans if you want to dress a few things up. Hello, Marsha Strickland. So good to see you online. If you don't know Marsha, this woman has been gifted with heavenly hair that she has recently realized is actually a huge part of her wardrobe. Marsha, I'm so proud of you and what you've done with your wardrobe. We are working on your story, and it's going to feature on our website and our Facebook page soon. Thank you so much for being brave and actually deciding to get with God and just say, like, what am I supposed to look like? You have a powerful story, and I'll leave that for another time. Okay, so yes, Nicole, thank you. Bootleg jeans are so versatile. That and a blazer and a little t-shirt with some boots, or even high heels is so easy to dress up. You need to understand when it comes to jeans, if you need help, let us help you. Because you need to wear, and if you need high-waisted jeans, then go for the high-waisted. If you don't have, I do not have a six-pack. I never have had. Maybe one day I will have. But you need to understand your best bits, and it's something that we cover in the 10 Steps to Style Success, once again available on YouTube. Instead of calling yourself an apple or a pear, or I just say no more tutti frutti, understand your best bits. Is it your tummy? Is it your waist? Is it your butt? Where is it? And find the shape according to that. Do some research. Go and Google best bootleg jeans for whatever your shape is, okay, and find that. And then when you've got the dark pair, go and get a light pair as well. So bootleg jeans for me are an absolute staple. If you are wider at the hips, then remember, just look at the basic shape in front of you here, and widening the ankles will narrow the hips. So can you see the basic concept there is, if you're wider on top, you want to go down and create some movement and some style at the bottom as well. It's just like if you are very, very, very broad-shouldered, you don't want to wear a striped horizontal item that's going to make you look even more broader-shouldered, especially if you're looking for a more feminine look. So always just look at the style of your body and of what happens at the top and the bottom of that item of clothing, and you'll be able to work it out. Start training your eye for what you should be looking at. And number 7 is the skinny jeans. Basically, a dark pair again is great. I'm not going to tell you how many pairs of jeans I've got, even after culling. So the great thing about the capsule wardrobe is you can, when you have the staple items in place, then you start adding things like red skinny jeans. Like this gorgeous girl does such a good job of it. She's one of our, well, she's actually not a client, but she's just part of our community here, and she's actually our poster girl for the Sapphire, which is one of the 4 style profiles we use here with the gems, DannyJohnson.com product. But the sapphire is all about the fun factor, and they just have a crazy love for color and for variety and for diversity in wardrobe. So once you understand what the capsule wardrobe staple is, then you can branch out and do something in the same item but in different color. That's basically how it works. Okay, number 8 is a denim shirt. Very easy, staple. This is a Topshop item. You can get a denim shirt anyway. The white collar shirt is at number 9. There is a staple rule, there is an absolute Lindapaige rule of quality over quantity all the time, friends. Do not go on the cheap. We've spoken a lot about if you are someone who shops at the thrift stores or the charity stores and you don't like spending money on yourself, there is a reason for that. And you need to get to the root of that. Because if you're one of those women who says, no, but I have to buy for my clothes, for my kids, or I've got to spend money on, then I'm going to bravely suggest that you might have a poverty mentality or an identity issue going on with why are you not able in your mind to go and invest your fund budget in yourself and wear a beautiful outfit. There's a reason for that, and there's a lot of women who actually feel like that and have broken through that and live a completely new, free way of life through their wardrobe as a result. So the white collar shirt, very easy piece. The white t-shirt, I prefer a v-neck. I find it a lot more flattering on women, especially if you've got big boobs. You want to avoid the high round neck because it's going to make you look bigger and lower. Okay, so you have got the black or the navy t-shirt as well. Look at how white is gorgeous on dark chocolate skin or dark hair, and black is one of my favorite colors. Red, coral orange, and black are actually are 3 colors that I wear a lot of. So black or navy t-shirt in the same kind of v-neck style is at number 11. Number 12 is something that we used to have. If you've done the capsule wardrobe with us before, we had 33 items. We now have 13. I've taken 3 away and added, we took 4 away and added 1. I ran this past my beautiful friend Taryn, who you'll meet by picture just now. She's done a lot. She's traveled the world as a model in the fashion industry, and she spoke about the beautiful blouse, or the feminine blouse is what she called it. And I absolutely agree with her that, you know, you've got the white collar shirt, you've got the t-shirts, you've got the blazers, but if you, at a staple level, if you want to go to that luncheon and, you know, take a beautiful blouse like this woman has and wear your black cigarette pants, or a pair even of your bootleg jeans with a belt and a blazer, or just a beautiful scarf or necklace, the beautiful blouse in white, ivory, or black, depending on the skin, your skin color and your hair color, can look beautiful. For me, I tend to go to the darker colors because I am pale-faced and let's just call it blonde. Very grey. It's called blonde. But if you've got dark hair, then you want to shine through with white and with ivory. Beautiful. Okay, that's number 12. Number 13 is the white cami. Now, do you go for fitted or floaty? I get the question a lot. Well, my answer is, what are your best bets? Do you have a flat tummy or a semi-flat tummy? In which case you can wear a more fitted and more structured cami, and that can go nicely under a blazer, can go nicely under a little cropped leather jacket. But if, like me, you don't have a flat tummy, I don't want to pull attention to I have rolls, and I know how to roll with my rolls. So I go for floaty. I've got a skinny floaty principle that I've shared with many women. If it's skinny on top, then you've got to go floaty at the bottom. But I pretty much wear floaty on top, like beautiful billowy blouses, and then I wear this. What I'm wearing now is fitted because I know that you can't see past my middle of my tummy. I hope on camera. So everything's okay until here, but I have a roll that you cannot see, and that I would be uncomfortable walking around in all day if I were. So when I am at my goal weight, and we'll get there soon again, then I probably will wear this again more confidently. But know your best bets. Don't sweat over them. If you are on a major weight loss and health journey, don't go and buy stuff now. Go and get things that are not size impacted, like the shoes or the belts or other things. We've got accessories as well. But if you've got stuff in your wardrobe that's been there for 3 years, friend, because you don't fit into it yet, that's a conversation for 12 February, which is our closet cull practical workshop, which is going to just create a whole new wardrobe for you. So work on your best bits. Know what your best bits are. Mine, in my opinion, are my shoulders and my legs, and I think my neck, and those are the bits I like to show. My tummy is just not one of them. One day it will be. Speaking life, so I go for the floaty cami. Now, the later cami, the camis that follow the white staple, is beautiful gold, because nude or the camel color with white is very elegant, very classy. But you want to take that same thing like your skinnies and you go for red. Now, instead of a white skinny, you go for the black. Then you add the gold, then you add the shimmer, then you add the red cami. So you take that staple item and you add on. Is that making sense? Yes, Peggy, remember our conversation. Leia, do you have any solutions for wearing a white tank top in a way that won't be see-through besides layering up? Yes, don't buy a see-through tank top. That's the first thing that I would say. If you have a white tank top, sorry, I mean, that's just what I would do, because there's lots of very see-through, beautiful things out there. So your options, Leia, are two. One, either don't go for the sheer stuff and look for the thicker, probably more higher quality camis in white. And then you want to wear, if it's a strappy, then you want to wear, that's where your white bra comes in. So it all looks nice and white and feminine and cool. Otherwise, if it's a sheer, beautiful cami that you have, then find a fitted, very fitted white, that kind of t-shirt material we showed earlier to wear underneath, but it's got to be the same or similar shape. I hope that makes sense. So, thank you. Great question, by the way, because there's nothing worse than seeing a beautiful outfit on a beautiful woman, and then you see her, you know, her bra, or you see her things that you shouldn't be seeing. And so, great question. You have to think about these things. Hello, Diane McGuigan, you made it. Thank you for tagging me, Peggy. Awesome. Okay, thank you, Peggy, for tagging Diane, because Diane, we talked about you. We were talking about your beautiful berry crop jacket that I really, really love, that I told you about before. So thanks for joining us. Okay, at number 14, I'm going to pick up the pace, folks. Slow me down if you need to, but I'm going to pick up the pace. The black heels, so we're going to the shoes now, okay? So the black heels, and if you have a problem with heels in the way of just don't like them or comfort, wedges are like the best alternative. Whoever came up with them, genius, okay? But black is staple. The other one that you need to have in your wardrobe is nude. The two colors I would have in my wardrobe and heels are black and nude, and okay, I can't live without red. So a red pair. Those are my three staple heels. Black, nude, and red. But black and nude are the two staples. At number 15, we have the white tennis shoes. Here's a great pair from Next, or you can do your Converse or whatever they are. Again, here's an example. If you have the staple white tennis shoes, then later on you can add a hot pink pair. There's a picture of the ones that I got last year in the USA. I love them. I can wear a nice t-shirt and some skinny jeans in my full-time mom day, and put on some lipstick and some makeup and some earrings and my pink Converse shoes, and I feel just more spruced up. I feel like I can go out there and just do a better job at what it is that I want to achieve that day. All right, number 16 is the ankle boots. I would recommend a pair in brown or tan, or if you have, and then from there again, go up. There's a pair of mine in ankle boots in heel in black. I've got about 3 pairs of ankle boots, but the brown or tan ankle boots are one of the most versatile pairs of shoes that any woman can own. At number 17, we've got the riding boots. This is a beautiful staple item that can dress up so many of your outfits. Dune is my favorite for Dune London for riding boots. Again, do not go on the cheap. You have to start learning to buy quality over quantity. Do not go on the cheap. I'll tell you why. You could have a beautiful outfit on, and if you a lot of women, I'm finding this past year, don't spend a lot on their shoes. And you know, I don't know if you know this, but especially in business, you know, people look at your shoes, and I know men do this a lot, men on men as well. They look at the other guy's shoes, and if it's not classy and shiny and look at them, you know, suddenly their respect level drops for that person. I mean, we are a fickle bunch of people a lot of the time, so you have to invest in good quality shoes. Okay, so Becky Ellis, you've lost 40 pounds, waiting to hit your goal weight before you spend your fun budget. I love you. That is amazing. You are way ahead of me. I will catch up with you. That is so inspiring. I have started and stopped my health journey 3 times since November, and I have started slowly again, and I'm following your steps, my friend. Becky, 40 pounds, that's amazing. So proud of you. Here's Becky investing in what she will be doing in the future with her fun budget and her time. That's amazing leadership. That's awesome. Okay, Kerry, love my new riding boots, spent the money, and they have added to my wardrobe in ways I could never imagine. Awesome, Kerry Thulis, that is fantastic. These things I cannot do without. I've had mine, they've served me well. I've taken them back to the shoemaker just to have the soles rehealed, and they will probably have to go soon, and I will have to look for a very new special pair of riding boots soon. And it's an absolute wardrobe staple. At number 18 is the black ballet pump. So here's an example of the flat ballet pump in black and nude. Again, black and nude are so versatile. Go for pointy, go for rounded, go for square, whatever yours is. And if you're not sure, Linda@lindapaige.com until 1 February 2017. And I put those 3 colors there for a reason, because that's how you can branch out. Those really are the staple colors for me. Picture your black staple v-neck t-shirt with your black segue pants, a little belt, which is coming later, and some flat red ballet pumps with some red lipstick, friends. Red we spoke about. And there you're done with a little bracelet and some earrings, and that can just dress up your whole day without much effort. At number 19, this is also something that my friend Taryn suggested that I add, and I think she's absolutely right, is the low neutral tan heel. If you are not one for heels, but you're going somewhere that's not actually, it's a bit smarter than just flats, then the neutral, the tan color, I like the neutral, the nude color, a low heel or a wedge heel, if that's better for you, is a great item to add to your wardrobe, because you can just dress up those skinny jeans and that blazer with that white t-shirt with a little pair of heels, and they can look great. All right. If you're on your feet all day, and I've got lots of questions that come in about, I don't actually like heels, I'm on my feet all day, like awesome Marita in Ireland who is on her feet all day, doesn't mean you've got to wear ugly shoes, okay? Does not. In fact, you have to work harder at wearing beautiful shoes. And you go to Pied-à-terre is actually probably, I would say, of all the shoes I've worn in the past 20 years, are the most beautiful and most comfortable flat shoes. When I was still working full-time in corporate with our business, I had to go all over the world, trains, planes and aeroplanes, carrying heavy equipment, doing training, walking up. Like in northern Italy once, I went to this beautiful hotel where our workshop was for 3 days. No help whatsoever from any staff who might think that there's someone at the bottom of the cliff that might need help, and I was carrying 2 big suitcases. If it weren't for my flat, beautiful, black Pied-à-terre shoes, I probably would still be stuck on those steps right now. So look out for the ankle boots. Go and find at Clark, even Clark's, which for me used to be a bit of a fuddy-duddy provider of shoes, actually has come leaps and bounds with their flat shoes. Cute little ballet pumps with little straps. Just go and spend time on that. Go again, as I said, to our YouTube account and find the 10 Steps to Sales Success and a whole bunch of other workshops where we actually have spent time. I went and sourced good providers and retailers of shoes, flat and heels, to help you with that. Okay, and give your shoesies a housey, okay? We've spent so much time on this. Hey, Shelley Gibson, you looked so good at First Steps. I got those pictures. Shelley is someone who said, I don't want to spend any money right now. She's lost a bunch of weight. This is Shelley Gibson from the USA, and she has invested time and effort in bringing her stuff out, culling her closet, and just saying, Linda, what can I use as what I've got? She doesn't want to go and invest in stuff now because she's on a major health journey, and she's done amazing. And she actually, we came up with items that were in there, just mixing and matching a little bit, and she went, didn't you, Shelley? You invested in a pair of flat new ballet pumps, which looked amazing, just was so much better than the boots that you had. But guys, here's an example. $20 on Amazon is a little house for your shoes. And if you're joining us on the 12th of February for our closet cull, then you have got to get one of these. If you've got 2 pairs of shoes, you don't need one. But I've not yet met a woman with only 2 pairs of shoes. Even women who don't like shoes don't have just 2 pairs of shoes. So go and get yourself one. Count how many shoes you've got. Get one of these. It will change your relationship with your wardrobe. Okay, number 20, I'm going to pick up the pace. Okay, is everyone all right? I know I pick up the pace in the way that I speak, but if you have any questions, just shoot, okay? Otherwise, let's, time. Okay, so at number 20, the black opaque tights. www.wearpact.com. My beautiful friend and client, Jill Kearns, her sister, actually works, I think, with this company, and I think it's Jill, I stand to be corrected, but they actually are doing amazing work with a company called Pact. Wearpact.com is one of those amazing ethical retailers that have come up now. If you're going to go and get some black opaque, and opaque means not see-through, okay? So don't get, that is fuddy-duddy. Do not, if you have any nude or black see-through stockings, sorry, chuck it out. It's got to go. That's 1980 something. All right, I had some. Chuck it out. It's got to go. Black opaque tights is the only pair of tights you need in there. And you can be as white as me. You cannot wear see-through nude stockings. Not if you want to have a modern woman's wardrobe. That's all I'm saying. Okay. At number 21, the little black dress. These examples of New Look, Whistles, Ali Fashion, Herballic, lots of online options. Online retailing today is so easy, so competitive. But the little black dress is the absolute Audrey classic staple. I don't care who it is in the world, you have to have a little LBD. And there are so many different options out there. You know, if you, again, knowing your best bits will help you to go, well, do I go for a peplum little dress? Do I have good arms to wear a sleeveless black dress? Because I cannot wear sleeveless. I have one muscle, thanks to my baby. I have none here. And I've got all this going on. This will go one day, but I cannot wear sleeveless. Then, and know your best bits. If you can wear sleeveless things, if you can wear curvy, then go for it. Look at the one on this business casual little black dress is perfect for if you want to go to an event and it's business casual or it's smart casual, you don't know what to wear. The little black dress can be the perfect item for that smart casual event or that business casual event. And if, like me, you're not at your goal weight, then here, I know you can't see much of it, but here is my little black dress at the moment that I had to invest in last year. Max Azria, which is my favorite designer, actually Tunisian-born man, who just, I believe, has an understanding of the female form, bringing feminism and modern outfits together in a classic, good quality cut. This dress, the silk dress, was $150, and I cannot tell you how much wear I've got out of it already so far. I feel beautiful in it all the time. I don't have to worry about my tummy. Got to work on that, and I still feel beautiful. And then there's this. Oh gosh, then there's this. I could just look at this woman for a long. I have looked at her for a long time. That dress. I don't know who made that dress. I just don't know. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely. In my life, in my world, I'm surrounded by mannequins wherever I go. I often want to just take a remote for life. Please, Lord, can you just give me a run? I want to often hit pause. I've got a friend, Taryn Laker, I met recently. Every time I see her, I just want to hit pause and just say, can I just stop? I need to look at you. Can you just not move? I need to walk around. This is what this woman does as well. Just stop. Can I just look at you? I have such a love for beauty in all kinds of forms. So if you find me staring at you sometime, it's a good thing. It's a compliment. Okay, number 22. We're going to bags now quickly. So the tote. This is the less than smart, less than formal bag. We call it a handbag. I think you guys in the USA call it a purse. Do not be an it girl, folks. Do not be an it girl. I've had people saying, should I buy the expensive Hervé bag? Should I buy the bag that is a staple that you know you love? But do not be a fashion victim and say, oh, because they say it's a spring style staple, you have to go and buy that Michael Kors bag. No, if you love Michael Kors, go for it. Don't buy it because it's Michael Kors. So here you have the tote, which is a kind of a less than formal day bag. Then you have a 23, the formal day bag. Okay, here's examples from one from Dune. Dune really is probably my favorite go-to retailer for shoes, for boots, and for bags. Really, they are so clever. Celine Paris, which is a beautiful kind of nude grey bag there with a beautiful price tag as well. So if you're going to fund budget like us, you might save up for a few months for a bag from Celine Paris. But look at this woman in her black and white striped top, which, by the way, you might remember we had. I like to think that a black and white, the striped tee in a capsule wardrobe is great, but actually my friend Taryn was right. It can go very wrong unless you know what you're doing with stripes, especially if you're broad-shouldered, if you're short. So we took that out as a staple item, but look at that little sweater, those skinnies, those black heels, everything she's wearing is a staple item, apart from the top. And then she added this beautiful red handbag, smart formal day bag. So I know my friend Alana recently sent me some photos, beautiful ones that you found, I think also at Zara. I've got a big black kind of studded day bag that I bought from Zara about, 7 years ago. It has served me so well. I'm going to have to replace it sometime soon. So go online, check them out. The red satchel bag again, just absolutely beautiful. Number 24 is the clutch. So again, you know, the one on the right there, that beautiful kind of studded one, looks very much like Zara. Actually, I had a very similar one about 3 years ago. I lost it in Poland at my beautiful friend Magda's wedding. But go for something that's fun. Nude is a very, very versatile thing to go with, but depending on how much color you wear, you might want a black, you might want a nude. I would recommend nude probably, but the clutch is something that you can wear to weddings and for business casual and for, I've actually got a black studded clutch that I use for business events if I don't want to carry my big bag around. It takes my little A5 notepad, it takes my iPad, it takes a small little bag of makeup, my stationery, and it's actually quite a nice big chunky clutch, depending on what you want to use it for. At number 25, some sunglasses. You must invest in one expensive pair and one El Cheapo pair. If, like mine, your little one sits on them or you lose them, or I can't tell you how many El Cheapo pairs I've lost. I have to go and get some more. But the sunglasses absolutely are a staple. The tan leather belt is at number 26. So this is just not a huge thick or a tiny little thing, just somewhere in the middle. Again, Zara has got beautiful belts, beautiful accessories, $25 here. Make it a good quality belt. There is nothing worse than seeing a beautiful outfit together, and you know where the eye goes? It's to the frayed belt that's all coming apart. So it's always the detail, and it's always the little things that kind of serves you well or lets you down when it comes to wardrobe. The black leather belt is exactly the same as the brown one, is you're going to need one or another. sometime in your week or in your month. At number 28 is one of my favorites, which is the black or the navy blazer. I actually love the navy one, which I find more versatile, but black is fine. This is a structured, beautiful, tailored blazer that looks good on just about everybody. You can wear it over a beautiful white or charcoal, one of your grey V-neck t-shirts, or your white floaty cami with your bootleg jeans, some wedges or high heels. Put on that red lipstick that you're not scared of anymore, and your red day bag, and you're good to go. Can you see how that can just be a classy kind of Saturday outfit to go for lunch or meet your girlfriend or something? Such an easy thing. Okay, number 29. Here we are at red, the color red. What if your husband came home to this? And you know, I'm someone who's I have been working on, since I was promoted to full-time mom about 2.5 years ago. Man, I had to learn some new skills. I suddenly had these little personalities at my knees 24/7 and had to learn to run the home and to run a budget and to cook and clean and keep up with a few things. And honestly, it was probably some of the best training I've had in my life is here at my home. And so the color red honestly has been a savior for me, because this is why I had such a heart to launch the Fabulous Full-Time Mom. If you have not join us there, then again you'll find the Fabulous Full-Time Mom on our website and on our YouTube page. And in April we have a special feature, one of the last live workshops we'll be doing for the Fabulous Full-Time Mom. Whether you are a guardian of children, or if you're a fabulous full-time mom working part-time, or you've got 8 kids and it's just full-time mom, it is a presidential position. And we need to understand what that looks like and what that means and how we can represent it better. Because leaving corporate and coming to be a full-time mom for 2 months, I was miserable, and I realized that the reason for that was I was not dressing up anymore. So for 24 years I was dressing up, and I'm blessed with a passion for fashion and a real love for style. But because I was overwhelmed with what I was doing in a very different environment, I tell you what, red was just returned to me by my God, and I just felt so inspired again. And then I launched the Fabulous Full-Time Mom, and like, oh my gosh, I dressed in those, you know, that dirty t-shirt and those sweaty, you know, like that tacky tracky for 2 months, not every day. But I was miserable, and it really just was not okay for me. So red, so I'm also learning to, you know, my husband and I are learning to, you know, get on date night again and have a welcome. And I used to be that woman when he walked in the door. It was like, here's the kids, and I'm out of here, and I need a break, and that's not okay. So what can we do at home as women, as wives, as future wives, to stay in that training ground and to? So red is an absolute accessory. Red for love. Beauty is an inside job, as we say here at Lindapaige, and everything starts with your heart. There has to be a reason. My God is a God of purpose. There's a reason why our blood runs red. It's not green. It's not yellow. It's absolutely red. I believe is in our DNA. And if you're scared of red, it means you got to go and try it, because you know, I've said this before. Your comfort zone is your dead zone. It's where you die slowly with no color. If you're scared of color, there's a reason for it. And just connect with me. We have until 1 February. So let's just go for it. Send me an email. We can Skype for 5 minutes if there's time for that. I work 2 days a week until the 1st of February. I'm still consulting. So if you have issues with red, I'm telling you there's a root reason there. And once you yank that out, you're going to find a whole new way of wardrobe, a whole new way of life. You can thank me later. Look at this picture. I have looked at that picture so many times, and it inspires me. On the backdrop of a sky, on the backdrop of, we're doing this in London soon. I'm going to tell you about that soon. Okay. If you've got a special event coming up, if you've got I would say anything probably aside from a wedding sometimes, you cannot shine a light by blending in, friend. This is not a life that you want to just blend in. And if you're a blender inner, there's a reason for that, and I'm going to be bold and say it's not okay, because I find there's 2 kinds of women. Women who get up and dress up and look bold and beautiful on the outside, and they're hiding something on the inside. They don't feel loved. They feel and face rejection every day. They are actually not confident, but they're actually their worst critics. I used to be like that. I used to, dressing up used to be my mask. And thanks to my God and the healing and the daily choices that I make, because every day is Tuesday, I now just love and live and enjoy the dressing up that I do, because I dressed up from the inside out. And it's actually on our webpage, is at lindapaige.com. Go and find a tab page that's called Inside Out, and why dressing up from the inside is so important. And in fact, if you haven't seen the posts on my personal page on the podcast, then there is about 40 something of us on gosh, soon, we are starting Dr. Caroline Leaf's 21-day brain detox program. I've done it one time. It can change your life. 21-day brain detox. If you want to join us, and if you're serious about doing this every day for 21 days, then we're going to hold each other accountable and share our results and just spur each other on. If you've got toxic thoughts, let even say about wardrobe, about the color red, or about something basic in your life, then go onto Facebook and find 21-day brain detox Dr. Caroline Leaf and apply to the group, and I will look for you, and we can do it together. But whatever you do, don't blend in. Except if you're going to a wedding, you don't want to go and outshine the bride, of course. But don't blend in. Life is too short. You need some color. Doesn't matter if you're curvy or petite. These wrap dresses, I'm a big fan of wrap dresses because Rebecca inspired to get a beautiful exotic red dress. Oh my God, but I've seen you in red. You look amazing in red. So yes, please do that if you're inspired. Send us a photo. We should just dedicate a whole page on our website to red. It's like just, why red? Just red, because there's a lot in it. Peggy, you're so powerful. Looking forward to doing it with the group. Awesome, Peggy. I know you're part of that group. Yes, Serena Joe. Hello, gorgeous Serena. Serena's one of our poster girls for the Sapphire. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Camera loves you and color loves you, and I just love how you dress. Okay, so red, the wrap dress. If like me, you need a tummy tuck. We do a non-surgical tummy tuck is what I call it. The wrap dress is an awesome style for that. And why not? One day just get up and do your vacuuming or whatever you call it, do your hoovering in a beautiful red dress. I challenge you, I invite you to do that and take a picture and send it to me, and we'll feature it on our new page. If we have enough people saying, I'm wearing red, here's pictures, then let's just inspire other women who we know are fearful of looking good or dressing well, because I was saying there's the other kind of women who believe, and they typically share a common faith, and they believe, well, if I'm a good person inside, and if I do well, and if my motivations are pure and noble, and then it doesn't matter how I look on the outside. That's not the case. You don't have to go and read your Bible if that's the faith that you're talking about, and there's many gods, there's only one living God. And there's only one living God. I don't know how else to say it. I'm trying to be sensitive here, but no, I'm just going to shoot straight. There's one living God, and if that's who you believe in, and you're not dressing up on the outside because you think it's okay to look sloppy but be good on the inside, I'm telling you now, you're mistaken. I'm telling you, you're missing opportunities. I'm telling you, you're missing a whole way of life that will enable you to arise and shine and to lift others up. Because I really believe one of the powerful reasons that we must get up and dress up is to lift others up. Think about it. If you are complimented by another woman who looks beautiful and is dressed well, and she compliments you and says, wow, you look amazing, you are lifted up by someone who looks beautiful, as opposed to a woman who compliments you, but she looks shabby, and it doesn't mean that the compliment is not sincere, but you may just think, oh no, that's sweet, thanks. But this is how we are, this is how we think. It's like, if you're a hairdresser, if you're a hairstylist, and your hair looks crap, you know what? Your feedback and your input and your recommendations are going to be received differently. It's the same way. If you want to edify and lift up, which we do here at Lindapaige, other women, you've got to get up and dress up. It's a way to do it. If you have a heart for connecting with other women, okay, so I can go and Christina, I started wearing red, and so many people have complimented me. It draws the eye. Yes, you know what's the most beautiful accessory to red? I'm going to give it to you. Here is Dana Grant. She started small. Beautiful woman, fabulous full-time mom who just said she lost herself when she started having children. So she got lipstick, nail varnish, she got some shoes. She is one of our fabulous full-time moms who has just gone from zero to hero in a matter of months in 2016. And she started wearing red. Look how gorgeous that red lipstick looks on her. The woman is a massive influencer. Pregnant women, this is my beautiful friend Magda. I was pregnant at the time with Paige. Don't hide that bump. Highlight it. I remember working with beautiful Jenna. Troy, I don't know if she's on here with us tonight. Jenna started, she was feeling uncomfortable with kind of dressing up her bump and was trying to hide it for different reasons. And then we had a chat, and she's like, you know what, you're right. And she started dressing up, and I saw her at a business conference. She looked amazing. If you have the blessing of a bump, you've got to dress it up. You've got to shine a light on that beautiful thing, because that's the miracle of life right there. So moms, no holding back. No, we don't have to get up and put our heels on every day. That's not practical. And sometimes, and I get this question a lot, yes, Jenna, yay, Prego girls, go, so there might be a period of time if you pick up your kids and you come home, you've got some cooking to do, whatever that looks like, then maybe don't wear your, best glad rags in the kitchen. Put that apron on, because I started wearing mine. My Nana gave me an apron years ago. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever going to use it. I wear it all the time. And maybe just change your top if you've got jeans on. Put a t-shirt on. Do the cooking if you think you're going to get messed up, or if you've got a baby. And then before your husband comes home to receive him, put a beautiful blouse on and a little bit of red lipstick and see what happens. So the accessory that I was telling you, and I'll give it to you in a minute. So the red, look at that beautiful pair of Louboutins. If you love things like the finer things in life, like Louboutins, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a pair of shoes. But gosh, I've been thinking about that for about 20 years because Louboutins are beautiful. And so if you want to get a beautiful thing, don't buy a fake imitation. Just go for the real thing. Save up, go for the real thing. I got a pair of red shoes. Those are actually my shoes next to it there. And they do the job right now. They serve me well. But Louboutins, I'm still thinking about. So at number 30, if you want an accessory for wearing red, then it's the smile. It's the smile, smile, smile. Actually, my coach and mentor, Danny Johnson, has taught me to remember to smile. Because if you're anything like me, when I concentrate or I'm busy doing something, I tend to frown. That's what all this is about. So we have to be so aware of just, show your grill as often as possible, especially when things are tricky and especially when things are feeling challenging. So, rather than doing that, it's just smile. And it actually is practice. It takes practice, but then it starts coming naturally. And no, you don't want to fake smile it, because trust me, your fake smile, you can see from a mile away. But just a smile is actually our number 30 on the Lindapaige Capsule Wardrobe. Especially if you're a beautiful woman who dresses boldly and confidently. There is something you need to know about your beautiful presentation, is that it can come across as intimidating to other women. Whether you like it or not, that's a fact. I know that because we have all the research. I know that because I used to be a beautifully dressed woman who was intimidated by other beautifully dressed women. There's always issues going on. We're all on our own road. We're all doing our own thing and our own journey and working through our own crap and growing as every day. But there are women who maybe are the opposite to us. I tend to dress quite boldly, but I know that many people are intimidated by that. Or people, when they get to know me, it's like, gosh, you're so nice. I'm like, well, what did you think? Oh, you look so bold and powerful. And I didn't used to smile much. And now I just, also from 4 years ago, my life changed. So I've got a lot to smile about. But make it a part of your wardrobe and go out there. And a smile is inviting in it. It makes you approachable. Okay, so thank you, Linda. Thank you. Love this, Karen. Shelley, so many beautiful and wonderful women inside and out. Absolutely. Davi, hello, Davi. Always that you, Magda. I don't know if it's Davi, who is Magda's. Thank you, love you, top. Thank you, Davi. Our awesome friends, Magda and Davi, who live in London. They were just at First Steps to Success. Actually, Davi was with my husband recently. Shelley, yes, guys, thank you for your awesome, you're dressing up your bump. Awesome, Leia. I love to hear that. That's fantastic. I would love to see some pictures. I think there's space we're going to make on our website for that as well. It's like, what a blessing. Rebecca Joy, hi. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm taking lots of notes and I'm excited to go shopping and smile. Wonderful, Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca. Gosh, I just realized who you are. Rebecca, you and I need to talk about your 5-book series. Folks, if I'm right, Rebecca, can you give me a yes if I'm right? You were the one who wrote the 5-book series on helping young men and women through some stuff. Please give me a yes or no if that's you. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us here. There's a reason why I came across you and what you're doing for our book. Okay, so Serena Joe, I met Davi. He talked so wonderfully of his gorgeous wife. Yes, he does. If you don't know Magda and Davi, they are new DannyJohnson.com clients. Davi joined recently. You've got to seek these guys out. Find them on Facebook. Go and connect with them. Good people. They're going to be in the book. Rebecca Joy, that's you. Awesome. That's fantastic. We're going to be talking soon. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's your capsule wardrobe. Get your camera, get whatever it is. This is the summary that I've done for you. From number 1 to 30, this is a summary of the Lindapaige Capsule Wardrobe. Thank you for not posting this and for sharing this outside of our community, because I've been very, very committed to honoring the women who have been on this journey with us, and we're not actually sharing this content for purposes of the book and other. But this is for you right now, so take a picture of it, take a note. This is not recorded, as you know. I've also put into another slide for you, broken it down into categories. So you've got your top, your bottom, what goes underneath, you've got the shoes, the accessories, and you've got your staple items, which are red and the smile. So that's there for you to take a picture of as well, so that you can kind of break it up and see what you want to identify and invest in first. Because what we've got here, folks, is a 12-month plan. And after the cull on the 12th of February, you'll find that you probably have a good number of these pieces already. We want to identify what the gaps are, and then what you're going to do is decide what you're going to get first in what order, based on your fund budget. And if you don't have a fund budget, you've got me until the 1st of February to ask me what that is. Diane McGuigan, red lipstick makes my teeth look yellow. Not sure why. What color of red would not do that? Any ideas? Diane, my friend, won't you send me some well-lit pictures? Because yes, the wrong color red can go wrong, but you have to get it really wrong. I mean, I've seen you often. You're always well presented, beautifully presented. And look, folks, I'll say this as well. If red makes you feel very uncomfortable and you prefer pink or coral orange or a nude with a gloss, then of course there's that as well. But I'd love for you to try a red lipstick and just see how it feels on you. So Diane, please send me a couple of pictures and I'm going to give you some feedback and let's see what that's about. Okay, so Rachel, I missed 4, 5, and 6. Can someone tell me what they were? Okay, Rach, we're going to go back for you. 4 is the wool coat. 5 is the black or navy cigarette pants. Black is better. And 6 is the bootleg jeans. I happen to know that you have bootleg jeans. So there's 4, 5, and 6. I hope that helps. Hello, Helena Griffin from Canada. So good to see you online, my lovely friend. Awesome. Wool coat, black cigarette pants. Yes. All right. So there it is again. Take a picture of it. And Rachel, because you have worked so incredibly hard on your wardrobe this past year and you've got results that are profound, you can email me tomorrow and I will send you a copy of this slide, because I really believe in honoring women who put the effort in. Okay, here's a list of nice to haves, and this really is just a list of, so hats, for example, like beanies and the trilby hat, you know, like the festival hats, summer hats, a sports cap. They are great little accessories to kind of pep up an outfit here and there. Spanx is something that I believe in for that beautiful dress, for that event or that wedding. I've actually just bought myself a pair of Spanx for the first time, because it seems to be that age and stage of my life where I need to work harder on my physical form, and you know, if Spanx is going to help that along, then that's great. Gloves and scarves, perfume, oil. I sometimes, if I run out of perfume, then I use Joy, which is a beautiful essential oil. A black bikini, or a basic bikini, or a swimming costume. What do you call it? Yeah, you guys would call it a swimsuit. We call it a costume in South Africa. Some gym kit if you are someone who does exercise. Luxury lingerie if you are married, for your man. Otherwise, if you just like luxury lingerie as a single woman just for you, then that's cool. A crossbody bag, which is actually great for moms. So I found a crossbody bag when I travel. So like I'm hands-free, I've got a nude one and I've got a beautiful satchel red one. Then I've got 2 hands for my kids. And it's just so much easier traveling, and still you want to look good. And false lashes, as far as I'm concerned, some of the wonders of the world are, apart from the miracle of life, obviously, of babies, is blue jeans, false lashes, and still photography. As far as I'm concerned, are some of the wonders of the world. So false lashes is just something that I absolutely love. And then jewelry. We're doing a video set on jewelry soon, so you need to watch our Facebook page. Remember, I said it's on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Sunday style steaks. Every day is Tuesday and Faithful Friday. We're going to be sharing with you videos and tips and tricks and a whole bunch of stuff. But accessories is something that I'm doing a shoot on soon, so you want to stay tuned for that. Okay, so that's what it is, folks. The next step is Conversations with Your Wardrobe on the 12th of February, 2017, same time, 8 p.m. UK time. Go and do a manual. I can't tell you how many questions I get on. What time is that in Canada? What time is that in Ohio? Friend, go to google.com and punch in current time in London, UK. And then look at your watch and go, oh, that's 7 hours ahead of me. And that's how you can effectively and accurately work out what 8 p.m. UK time is in your location. Okay, so if you've asked me that question and I've not replied, there's why. Because I got to about the 20th question, I'm like, no, I'm not going to figure that out for them anymore. So please do your own research. Okay, so 12th of February, how to cull and cultivate your closet. Do you know that someone actually said to me, I've never heard, I think it was Jenny, lovely Jenny, Sevilla, my head cover is part of the list. Thank you for that. Let's go back. Okay, I'm going straight back, folks. Thanks for that, Sevilla. Marita, thank you, Linda, for helping me understand that dressing up is important. Yes, Marita, I'm so excited about your before and after pictures. Thank you for sending them through. Your story is coming soon. So I'm just going back. Sibylla, thanks for that. Take a picture. If it's too blurry, you are somebody who's done an amazing amount of work on your wardrobe and your personal style. So you can email me as well, linda@lindapaige.com, and I will send you a copy of the slide. I'm only doing that for those of you who I've worked a lot with and who I know what you've done. Kate, so glad I could attend this webinar. It's been amazing. Excited to cull. Yes, Kate, I'm so excited for you as well. You've got an awesome style, girl. Awesome. Okay, I'm sure that's going to be... and can you show the list by category as well? Yes. Okay. Isn't Facebook Live amazing? So you can keep me on track and move me out the way when you need to. I don't know if you've heard the word cultivate before. It's just as a word that came to me the other day. And then Jenny actually said to me, I've never heard that word used with wardrobe. And I thought, like, I wonder why it came to me. So I went to the dictionary and I checked it. And cultivate is almost like, you know, when you cultivate a garden, if any of you are gardeners, I'm not. I think it's a wonderful thing to do. I might try it one day. But are you done? Let me know if you guys have got that. Then cultivate actually means to prepare and to grow and to use whatever it is. So to prepare it and to grow it is actually why the word came to my mind, because you want to prepare your wardrobe, you want to grow it, and you want to use it. I think there's another definition as well, but that's what we're going to cull when we get back to that. We are going to cull and cultivate your closet. Now, friend, there's a list of things actually right here. There's a list of things that you need. There is a video coming out very soon. I don't know what date it is, but between now and the 12th of February, please keep your eye on our Facebook page, okay? And it's a list of things that you need for that closet cull workshop. You don't want to sit on the back foot. You don't want to be missing those things. You want to have them there in your room with you. It's going to set you up for success for your closet cull. So there's a list of things coming. Look out for it. You only have to check our Facebook post on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And it'll be on one of those. So we post only 3 times a week, and it's going to be between now and the 12th of February to say, here's the list you need. Please get these things, and it's going to make your culling so easy. Okay, thanks for sharing. Thanks, Peggy. Okay, great, Sibylla, you've got the list. Hello, Ellen. So great for your advice. Love to see you here. Ellen, good to see you online, my friend. All right, so that's it, folks. Now, I want to just quickly introduce you to some very special new Lindapaige community people. Have a look at this. Some of you know that we are about to have phase 2 of our photo fashion shoot here in beautiful London. As far as I'm concerned, London is the fashion capital of the world. I have traveled all over the world. I have studied personal style in different countries. I have studied and explored the fashion capitals of the world: Milan, Paris, New York, London, Japan. I really, it's my opinion that the Italians are the best dressed in the world. I mean, they just have such a ridiculously easy, smooth, suave style that I can't do what they do. They just get up and they have that natural thing. They also drink a lot of coffee and some other amazing things. So London is the fashion capital of the world. London is home to Kate Moss and to the almost 20 years late Lady Di. I am not someone, thankfully, I don't know why, I've never been a celebrity starstruck kind of person. I mean, I probably would feel quite excited if Al Pacino walked in right now, only because I really, really admire his work. But people are still people to me. That's why I'm writing letters to Anna Wintour, and you know, people are people. And yes, some of them are very inaccessible, but London is home to Kate Moss, probably the shortest or one of the shortest models in the world, and to beautiful Princess Di, who we are doing a feature on, by the way, in August 2017. I really, really appreciated her style. She died 20 years ago this August, and so we're doing, to honor her and commemorate her, we're doing a special feature on her. But here's what we're doing is the Lindapaige, a style storybook. And currently, and I'm going to ask for input here, and I would love to ask you to pray about this. I've got 2 titles that I've got on my table. One is Faith in Fashion, and this is really a style storybook and a fashion toolkit. Everything that I know and that I've done and that I'm planning is going to be in one book to give you a style storybook and to inspire and equip you and all men and women to get up, dress up, and to live up to the calling on your life. So Faith in Fashion is one, and Arise and Shine, which is Isaiah 61, is the other one. So if you have any ideas or prayer feedback on that, I would love that. But friends, let me introduce you to the beautiful Nicole Mackay. Well, it's not Mackay anymore, she got married recently. Nicole Mackay and Dominic Knock, they both live in London. These are our recently confirmed photographers. Nicole has been a friend of mine for many years. Her maiden name is Mackay. I call her the Mick I. She has got an exquisite eye for photography. And Dominic actually used to be a model and is a fashion photographer as well. So these beauties are going to be on set with us and capturing all the things that we want to share with you in that book, from the fashion toolkit, the stories that inspire. I can't tell you that the inspiration for the content that God has given me is going to blow you away. I mean, it's blowing me away, and I think the index is coming to an end. Okay, so then we have beautiful Taramika Pena, also a friend of mine. I was just in London with her a couple of days now this week. This is a woman who actually at a very young age won an international Ford modeling competition, and she went from, she's South African, so she went from a tiny little country to the international runways, and she did a lot of photo shoots, a lot of modeling. She's also an actress, a film director and producer and screenwriter. The woman is ridiculously talented, and she's going to be our main. She's gorgeous. Thank you for praying, Peggy. Thank you so much that you're going to be praying for that. I really appreciate that. She is going to be our Capsule Wardrobe model. This is a mom of 3, by the way, who is, I think she is 37. And these are not that long ago, these photos. You would not believe she's 37 when you actually meet her in person, as some of you will, because some of you are going to be in London for the photo shoot. But she is a woman who is a mom and a wife and a businesswoman, and she has a love and a passion for seeing other people's dreams fulfilled. And that's why she's said yes to me, saying to her, it's got to be you. I have to have you as my Capsule Wardrobe model. And so she's going to be in beautiful Chelsea Harbour with us soon, showing you different ways to mix and match the Capsule Wardrobe. So this is just going to be something really powerful. Then we have the ridiculously gorgeous Sarah Leo. I think her name is Sarah Leo now, or that might be her maiden name. But I met Sarah properly for the first time also on Friday in London, and this is a woman who was modeled from the age of 16 to 21. And Christina, you have always wanted to be a model. Well, Christina, I want to tell you that part of what's going into this book is feedback from these international models who now are moms, who now are actresses and film producers and humble, approachable women, saying what went well and what didn't go well, and how they made decisions as a model on the international runways as a Christian, and what they did and didn't do, and what all that. So stay tuned, because that's another reason I want to. There's so many beautiful women who love God and don't want to go and model, and I believe that there is a way. I really believe that there's a way. My friend Taryn said no to many contracts because of her values and because of what she believed God wanted for her and didn't. And she actually, there was one time when one guy said to her, you will never model, you will never make it if you have such high standards. And she was like, oh well. And then a couple of years later, she was doing so well, modeling all over the world, that he actually said to her, hey, will you model on the runway for me for my new line? And she's a woman who just said, sure, because God gave her grace to do that, because we all have a journey, we're all at different places at different times. And then we have people like Cynthia, who, I had a conversation with Xtina of XMH Beauty, who I don't think is online here today. But we were talking about how are we going to do that, because I asked her to do a how-to practical outline of how to do a nude look for the makeup and how to do that hot smoky look. And we were talking about having a black face and a white face. And folks, I'm from South Africa, okay? It's called the Rainbow Nation. And we have black, white, pink, yellow, Indian, Greek, Asian. I'm not a PC focused kind of person. We all thank our God. We all look different and sound different. And that hair right there, Cynthia's hair, I would pay good hair for that. Your hair, by the way, if you have hair like Marsha Strickland or like Cynthia, your hair is part of your wardrobe. Like if it's wild, like let it flow, And mine, this is curling. This is hairspray. I've got to work hard to get my hair to stand up and do something. And anyway, we'll see what happens with my hair. But so Cynthia is, I believe, going to be our beautiful model for one of the makeup things in our book. Lorna, who's my beautiful friend in London, she's going to be one of the many stories of the before and afters, how she went from where she was to where she is now. So these are, when I say real women, I don't mean that models are not real women. I mean that these are real everyday women who are not, they don't look good because they don't eat and they live on, apples and cigarettes. These are real women with real appetites, with real jobs, with real lives that you can actually really talk to if you meet them through the book. So that's what we're doing with that. Magda, my beautiful friend, also has a very powerful before and after makeover story, and she's actually going to be one of our key volunteers on. I love this one for many reasons, but one of them is because she's not above her station. She's incredibly experienced in many things, and she actually, and Magda, I hope it's okay, I'm sure that it's okay, that Magda has been called and is responding to starting an organization called Raising Kingdom Kids, because she's got a heart for children. She fights human trafficking, and she's about to step into a very exciting season of her life that I cannot wait to see unfold. But this is a woman who, she doesn't care if she makes the coffee or sweeps or is on the shot, you know, in the shot. She just wants to be involved in something that has purpose, and I appreciate that. But mostly important, Magda, happy birthday, my friend. I'm so blessed that you love me as a friend who forgets your birthday every year. So thank you. Of course, Davy, yes, of course it's okay, Magda. Davy says, because he says he's her husband, and Magda says, of course it's okay. But this is what friendship is. There's no expectations. You know, I'm not on the phone a lot at all. I don't really enjoy the phone. If it is, I phone my sister in New Zealand and my mom, and that's like 2 hours every 3 months or so. But I forget Magda's birthday and some other friends on a regular basis. And Magda, thank you for just getting up and dressing up and living up to your calling, for being someone who encourages me. For if something comes out of my mouth, Magda is the kind of friend who goes, Linda, I know your heart, and I know what you mean is bam, bam, bam. And I go, yes, thank you for helping me to say that in a more affirming and edifying way. That's trustworthy. That's so edifying. That's so uplifting. That's so encouraging to me. It's absolutely trustworthy. Magda probably is my closest friend in life. We don't see each other often. She lives 2 hours by train away, but she is someone very, very special to me. So Magda, happy birthday. I love you. Can't wait to see you again. And then P.S. by the way, if some of you haven't met yet, Isa Agape is an international musician. She is a photographer. And if you have a makeover story, I've just been seeing some of her shots lately, because I've had clients I've worked with who are going to have headshots with her afterwards. So do yourself a favor and book a headshot with Isa, because she's doing a lot of this lately. Her prices are ridiculous right now. I don't think it's going to stay like that for long. So get onto Isa Agape Photography on Facebook and ask her, you know, what she charges. Get some info from her. And if you've got a great makeover story, get your shots done properly. The price is ridiculous, and let us feature your story, because that's just celebrating your hard work and her talent as well. Here's a headshot example. These are Isa Agape's photos that came through recently. So just so you know, these are not my photos or Lana's, but Alana has done an amazing job. She was going to wear black for her headshot, and I'm so glad that she said, Linda, what should I wear? It's like, no, look at your hair. Look at that beautiful chocolate skin. Look at that. I mean, your hair color, your hair length and size and everything, your skin color, your eye color, it all comes into play. So, but if you don't want to do the color wheel, and if you're dark, go light. If you're white, put some black on, or put some, you know, some navy on or whatever. Okay, I'm going to pick up the pace here, folks. Genevieve Nell is a beautiful friend with a powerful story. Powerful story if you're anyone or you know anyone who has fertility or baby or children or motherhood stories. XMH, my apologies for that typo there. XMH Beauty, I am hoping is going to be on set with us in London for the photo shoot. Very excited there. We're waiting until Monday for the go-ahead for our Chelsea Harbour venue of choice. Toledo Makeup, my beautiful friend Chrissy Toledo is an internationally experienced on-set, behind-the-scenes TV and film expert, and she's hopefully going to be with us as well. And then Gigi is a gorgeous friend of mine, actually from Lithuania. Gigi is in the international magazines all the time. This is a girl with a powerful story. She's going to be doing nails and hair and makeup with our awesome beauty team, with Xtina and with Chrissy and Gigi. We're going to have a lot of fun. Alexander Pavlov, I'm very excited to have received news recently that Alexander Pavlov, who is an incredibly talented fashion designer, I'm going to be meeting his managing director, Ketia, who I met at a business seminar a year ago, really connected well with her, and I thought, well, I felt like I need to stay in touch. And as it turns out, she's now MD for him, and they're going to be contributing and participating in the book. There's beautiful people that are going to be in the book, real people with real stories who are really available to you to talk to and to help you and inspire you. That's what it currently looks like. We're hoping to shoot our own cover in London for that book. And so my question is, how can you help us to build houses? Because this 90% of this book is going to build houses and to fight trafficking and so on. So you might have a special couture garment or a special high-end garment that you want to contribute or lend to us for the day if you're in London. I don't think it will ship over easily, but please pray for our book as well. You might want to set aside finances. It's going to be our biggest focus, and our challenge is to raise money for the printing costs of the book, which is going to be our biggest expense. Otherwise, my husband and I, this is the charity arm of our global corporate business. We are paying for everything else. We're just covering whatever comes our way with faith, knowing that this book is going to turn a profit and we're going to give it over to King's Ransom. And then would you invite your friends onto Facebook at Lindapaige, share the story, share the message, go actually onto Facebook from Lindapaige and it says there, invite friends and get talking about it. That's how you can actually bring attention and support to the book. On the 12th of February is the How to Cull and Cultivate Your Closet at 8 p.m. UK time. And I'll see you either there or in London on the fashion photo shoot if you are going to be with us, friends. And I can't wait for those who will be. And I'm going to end off right here because we've got about 2 minutes before Facebook cuts us off. Friends, you cannot shine a light by blending in. You just can't. And so whatever you're doing right now and whatever you're going through, whatever you're aiming toward, let me help you in any way that I can to get up and dress up and live up to the calling on your life, because you are called to arise and shine for such a time as this. So I thank you so much. Taryn Laker, my friend, nice to catch you at the end. I'm hoping to see you in London at the end of March. I'm really still praying over that. Thank you so much, Christina, for praying for this launch. Thank you, Mickey Klein. Good to see you online. Marita, yes, let's talk. Phone me. You're in Ireland. Marita, talk to me and we can see what we can do there. Leah, thank you. Joran, Renee, so good to see you online. Folks, thank you so much for joining. Thank you that you are investing in your wardrobe and that you understand that that is a powerful communication tool. I will either see you on the 12th of February for our closet cull. Look out for the list of things you need before that. Or I will see you at the London fashion photo shoot, which is hopefully going to be 24 and 25 March here in London. God bless. Thank you so much.